Throughout my career and my casual life, I have been referred to as a gamer girl a few times, and I do not like it. There is a specific reason why, and it leads to something written about recently in Kotaku by Cecilia de Anastasio, which is only girl syndrome, which seems to pit girls against each other. It's the idea that you are the welcome female player in a group of male players, like at a certain, maybe you have a fighting game night, maybe you have a Call of Duty night and you're the only one there, and you start to build this idea that, you know,
you're a special snowflake?
Special snowflake angel who's perfect and welcome and so valuable, and that if another woman were to appear, that would destroy that identity for you, which is silly if you look at it this way, but as pointed out by Cecilia in her article, it's happened many times where maybe you'll be the only girl on a team, and then suddenly there's another girl, another team with another token on that team, and she will specifically target you more so than any other player. That's weird.
It is weird. I've never, so when I started covering geek for a living, I was the only girl that did it. There were no other women out there that I ever ran into early on. Now there are lots. I think that's great.
Right.
It's nice not to be the only girl in a group of 16 men when on a set visit or something like that. But I have seen this happen. I think part of it is, you know, it's one of the things is that we see very often, just even in superhero movies, you've got the group of guys and the one girl.
Wonder Woman.
Yep.
You've got Justice League.
Yeah, you've got Black Widow, and then all of the guys.
The Avengers. And we have Gamora. And the Guardians.
And there was, you know, I was at a press conference for a certain superhero movie, and they talked about having two of the female characters there, and one of the producers, oh, I wish I could say who. One of the producers was like, you can't have both of them in there. Like there was something wrong with having more than one woman because, oh, they're too strong. If you look at a crowd scene in a film, it's very often about 20% women, 80% men. I'm sorry, I've just ruined movies for all of you, but you will notice it. And it is a weird thing where like women stand out because we don't see them enough. And I think it's very easy to become that like girl who's like, well, I don't hang out with other girls. I don't like other girls.
Oh, I don't like other girls.
Yeah,
it's so hard for me to comprehend because
I like other girls.
I feel like when you're in this position, you're tempted to feel like, oh, I need to be one of the guys in order to fit in.
Right.
And I can be the only one like me.
Yeah.
Which is, it's just weird. Especially, I mean, now we're living in a time where a lot of women are pursuing things that perhaps they historically were male dominated.
Yeah.
But it happens, particularly, and the reason why I brought this up was a recent Twitter video that went viral regarding two Mercy mains getting into a huge fight.
You're one of the worst Mercies I've ever.
Who the fuck boosted you to fucking DM? I want to know.
Me?
So I can fucking
You're the Mercy who's rezzing one person and feel like they're really good. 126 hours is not good.
You fucking fucking in when the Genji's ulting behind. That makes no fucking sense.
Me and the Widow are the ones who are getting picked. I don't know what you're doing. You're one just sitting back doing nothing.
You're fucking garbage, dude. Like, legit.
Yeah, I'm garbage. I'm definitely
garbage. This is why
garbage.
you dropped GM to fucking 36.
Oh no, that's not why. It's called DK.
It is why, because you don't know.
It's actually called DK, you moron.
None of this is necessary unless you really do have an actual enemy who you hate. But I don't think you need to hate someone just because they're infringing on what you view as your domain, which is I'm the only Mercy, you know, or
Well, look, here's the thing. There are a lot of girl gamers now. Get over it. It's great. It's good.
I mean, I think women need to change their point of view as well, which is that you're not special.
Yeah. Oh no, I meant that directed at women.
Like you're a token.
You're not the only one anymore. That's good. There is now a line at the bathroom at Comic-Con. That's wonderful. That's a good thing. I mean, unless you really have to pee. I
wish we didn't do this to each other.
Yeah.
I know a couple Twitch streamers who I will not name with very similar aesthetics who hate each other just because of that. I think there's room for everyone. I don't think you need to be carving out one niche and defending it tooth and nail.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I think it's wonderful that there are more women in the geek world, in the game world, in the industry, playing all of that, and you're not going to be the only one anymore. Although I do have to say that having been in the world, I worked in makeup for a very long time, and then moved over to this, and I have to say, their geek girls tend to be a little cooler.
Really?
In general, yeah. In my experience, I have found
I'm not going to disagree.
Yeah, I mean, I've found them to be a lot more sort of open and welcoming, mostly because for a long time it was like just me in my community and just her in her community or whatever, and so they're like, oh my God, another girl to hang out with. That's cool.
So what I'm saying is, we don't need to treat each other badly. We can all do well. We can all have our own identity. We don't need to gatekeep.
Nope.
Please don't do that. It's silly. We're past that in history, I think. Yeah. So from a personal note, from my professional sitting, I would like to see this stuff stop.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to continue for a little bit longer just because we're not used to things yet and change takes a while and blah, blah, blah. Audience, have you ever witnessed anything similar to what we've described? Please let us know below, and please like and subscribe for more.